What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Basin Adventures YouTube channel. Today we are going to be installing some Boslla Bullet LED headlights to the stock projectors. Let's get to it. And Boslla is a new company. They just came out, finished on Kickstarter. They smashed their goals and they offer some really unique things. One of the things they do is this, they call it the first 4-color LED. I like to think of it as kind of the first 4-mode LED. As you can see, they do a white, a warm yellow, and then even a warning flash or a hazard flash. We go ahead and open up the box here. Pretty nicely packaged. Comes with a product manual that has installation and info. You got your bulbs here. Do this silver and yellow or silver and gold two-tone on these bulbs to kind of represent the different color LED bulbs that are in there. And then you've got the ballasts, very small, or the control units, again very small. Very nice cables with your H11 connector in this case, or whatever connector you order, as well as the connector for the bulb itself. Slide that back. And they offer these bulbs in several different configurations. As you can see there, these are the H11s, which is what we need for this 5th gen 4runner. Let's go ahead and open the hood and get to installing these. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is reach down in here. There's these 2 wires. One clips in here and one here. Go ahead and just unplug those so you can push your wire harness out of the way and take off the dust cap. It just turns. Alright, so there is the, see if I can get that, there you go, the Boslla bulb installed. It does clear the dust cover, so you don't have to replace your dust covers or drill them or anything like that. And there's enough room inside that headlight unit to put your ballasts or control units or whatever you want to call them. It does take a little bit of work to get in. These are very snug fitting, especially with that little orange gasket you can see. Once they are in, they are very, very solid. Okay, so now we've got the connector plugged in. Just twists on, tightens up, and then the H11 connector. Here is our ballast or control unit. That is going to sit down inside of that headlight unit. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and test to make sure the headlight is working. Perfect. That one is on. You can see the white there versus the yellow there. However, really quickly, and back to white. There we have it. Let's go ahead and get the driver's side done. Alright, so the driver's side is way harder to get into. It's right back in there. Kind of tucked right next to the battery. And once you get the dust cap off, you're just going to go ahead and pull the connector there off. Spin that bulb out and install the new one. Pretty straightforward process. If your headlight doesn't come on the first time, just go ahead and disconnect that connector and flip it around. They are not, I guess, unidirectional or whatever. So if it doesn't come on the first time, just unplug that, flip it around, plug it back in. Alright, so you can see the headlights are on. Everything is connected up inside. Yes, I know I need to wash it. Everything is connected here. but this headlight is not on. So I'm going to go ahead and set you on the tripod, and I'll flip around that connector that I was just talking about. And that should come right on. And there we go. Alright y'all, so it's a pretty simple install, and before I go ahead and wrap this up, put this dust cap back on and tuck everything away, I want to point out a couple things. Make sure your connections are good and tight. You got the screw-on connection here and then the H11 connector there. But if you did like I do, and see if I can get this to focus, disconnected the white connector down here and this connector here. Make sure you connect those before you turn on your headlights. Otherwise, it doesn't matter which way this H11 connector is, it's not going to turn on. So make sure that you've reconnected those before you do your test. So go ahead and make sure those are plugged in first, and then go ahead and test your headlights. Alright, and a little bonus extra here. Boslla, because they smashed their Kickstarter goal, added in each package a little pack of T10 style bulbs, or 194 style bulbs, that happen to be for these map lights on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and get those swapped out really quick, and I'll show you how I like to do it. Alright, so the easiest way that I've found to do this is not to go from the outside of these little lights, but to come from the inside. You get like a pry tool or a very small Phillips or flathead screwdriver, and to get up in there and pop it on out. And the way that I've found best to remove these lights, I've heard people talk about doing it with things like needle nose pliers or just trying to jam your fingers up in there. That always seemed really tricky and really risky because you could break that glass. So what I like to use is just a simple roll of blue painter's tape. You just take a good long strip, tear it off, and wrap that blue painter's tape around that bulb as best you can. Make sure it's good and stuck on there. Give it a couple twists, that bulb pops right on out. You don't have to worry about broken glass or anything like that. Go ahead and take these new Boslla lights, slide it in place, give it a little click. Works great. Then you just reinstall your covers. And simple as you come, you have new LED map lights. Alright, so here's the map lights at night. Let's go ahead and turn those on. They are significantly brighter. My wife actually said that she isn't sure if she likes them, they're so much brighter. Alright, so here's a night shot of the 6500K. I'm going to go ahead and switch now to the 4300K. Off and then back on. Slightly more yellow. And then down to the 3000K. Very much more yellow amber light. One more cycle to the hazard flash. One more cycle back to white. These are very much brighter, project way farther, and are a cleaner light.